Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss what is a loop, how many different types of loops are there, then I will discuss about the for loop with an example. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First let me define what is a loop. In programming, a loop is a block of statements which will be repeated until a specific condition is met. That is what the statement I have written here. In programming, a loop is used to repeat a block of code until the specific condition is met. Similarly, let's take that you want to read about the for loop. Then what you will do? First you will read the textbook. If you did not understand, then again you will read it. If you did not understand, still you will read it. If you still did not understand, you will ask any one of your friend. Then you will learn it. So when you will stop learning it, till you learned about it completely, then you will stop and go to the next topic. Similarly, a loop is a block of statements which will be repeated until a specific condition is met. Now in C programming language, we have three different types of loops are there. Let me list out them and then I will discuss about for loop. We have three types of loops such as for loop, we have while loop, and then we have the do while. Okay, so we have three types of loops such as for loop, while loop, do while loop. These three loops are used to repeat a block of code until the specific condition is met. Now in this video, I will discuss about the for loop. In the coming videos, I will discuss about the while loop and do while loop. Now let me discuss what is the syntax of for loop. The syntax of for loop is that you will have for is the keyword. You will have three sections. One is the initialization section, and you will have a test expression like the condition checking, and you will have the update section. So we have totally three sections will be there. One is the initialization section where we will initialize the values. We will have a text expression where we will check whether our condition is true or false. And then update section, either increment the value or decrement the value. Now, what are the block of statements you want to repeat? You will write all those statements here and you will close the curly brace. So, if the condition is satisfied, all the statements will be repeated. Now, again, I want to tell one more important point. If the condition is satisfied, if you want to execute only one statement, then these curly braces are optional for you. Okay, if you have more than one statement, then those statements you should write within these curly braces. Is it clear? Please remember this point. Now, let me discuss with a simple example. Okay, or before discussing about with an example, let me draw the flow chart for a for loop. Then I will discuss an example where I will discuss about the working process also. Now, in the flow chart, we will have the initialization section. You will have the initialization. You will have the test expression. Test expression will be there. Now, this test expression can be true or it can be false. Suppose if it is false, what will happen? If it is true, what will happen? We will discuss now. If it is true, you will execute the statements which are there in the for loop. So, statements in the for loop will be executed. These are the set of statements you have. All those statements you will execute. Okay. Let me erase this syntax so that I can complete the flowchart for you. Statements in the for loop, and then you will go for the update section. You will go for the update session or update expression, you will do it. Okay, if it is true, you will do these things. After updating again, you will check whether the condition is true or false. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand. If it is false, you will execute the statements which need to be executed after this for loop. Suppose let's take that after this for loop you have some statement 10. That statement you want to execute. Is it clear? If the condition is true in the for loop, you will execute these statements. Once this condition is not satisfied, you will come out from the for loop and you will execute some other statement. That statement you will execute here. Okay, is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Suppose let's take that you have a statement 10 here, you will do here. So if the text expression is false, you will directly come out from the for loop. If it is true, you will execute the statements which are there in the for loop and then you will update it and then you will do it. Suppose let me tell you with a simple example. Okay, now you are writing the JEE mains exam. Okay, now, before that exams, you and your mother will pray to the God, and your father, all your parents, your relatives, well-wishers will pray for the God that you should get a good rank in the JEE mains. So, suppose let's say that you got the good rank. Whether you have prayed or whether your well-wishers have prayed, they will tell you that I have prayed for you. You got a good rank. So, let's go to the any temple anywhere and you do the pradashan. I have wished that if you get a good rank, I will say that you will do the some 100 pradashan. Then what you will do? You will go to the temple. Okay, temple is there or anything. Okay. Now the temple, what you will do? You will take a piece of paper and a pen you will take. Your objective is that you need to do 100 rounds. Then what you will do? You will take a paper. You will go for the one round. Okay, then you will keep one tick here, meaning is that you have completed one round. Then again you will go. Once you are completed it, you will write second. So till how many times you will do the rounds, till it becomes 100. Your count 1 2 3 so on up to 100. Once it reaches 100, your productions are completed. If it is less than 100, you will keep on continue doing this production. I hope you have understood. So here you are running this thing, means you are doing this repetition of production 100 times. When it becomes more than 100, you will stop it. Am I right or wrong? So you should have a when you should stop this for loop, means when you should stop the loop. If you does not have a stop condition, this loop will be repeated infinite amount of time. Is it clear? So any loop should have three sections. One is the initialization, when it should start, and then a test expression when it should stop, and you should have an updation session, because after doing one pradashan you are updating it in the a paper. If you stop, means if you forgot to update it, then you will keep on running the doing the pradashan, there will be no stopping. So you should have a updation section, you will have a initialization session, and you will have the test expression. I hope you have understood the flowchart and the syntax of the for loop. Now let me discuss the for loop with a simple example. I want to write a C program to display the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, 1 to 10 numbers, integers, I want to display it as an output using the for loop in a C long base. Let me discuss how can we do that one. Okay, now whenever the C program starts, we will use this hash include stdio.h. Okay, then you have the void main, and you have int I. Okay, this is an I is a variable name and int is the data type. Now you are doing for loop. For you need an initialization. What is the initialization here? You want to display the numbers from 1 to 10. So now your I value should start with the 1. So you should initialize the I value as 1. Are you able to understand? So your initialization session is completed. Then you should have a semicolon. Then you should have a test expression, semicolon, and then you have an updation session. If you look at here, each session is separated with a semicolon. Okay. Now I is equal to 1 till what? I less than or equal to 10. because you want to display up to 10. Once it becomes 11, you should stop. So if I is greater than 10, then you will stop doing this process. Okay, then look at it. What updation you have to do? You want to print the I value as 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, so on. So you need to increment the I value. So I am writing I plus plus, which is a post increment. Okay, then what is the next thing I need to do? What are the statements I need to execute here? Here I want to print the I value. So I need to write a printf %d \n I value. Why I am writing \n? Because each number I want it in a separate line. Okay, so that's why I'm using an escape character, which is new line \n. Okay, are you able to understand? So I have done with the for loop. I will write the get ch statement and I will close the main function. Look at it, how this program will work. Okay, initially what is the I value? I value is initially 1. Okay, now I is equal to 1. This is the first thing have been done. Okay, now remember one thing, initialization will be done only once. Okay, please note down this point. Initialization will be done only once. I is equal to 1, initialization is done. Then the second step is that you will check whether the condition is satisfied or not. Now what is the condition? I less than or equal to 10. Now this is your expression. If this expression is satisfied, then only you will execute the statements which are there in the for loop. Now what is the I value? I value is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 10 or not? Yes, 1 is less than or equal to 10. So the condition is satisfied. If this condition is satisfied, the third step you need to do is that execute the statements which are there in the for loop. What is the statement which is there in the for loop? Printf I value. So what is the I value currently? 1. So 1 will be displayed as an output, and as there is a \n, the cursor will be here. Okay, are you able to understand? Once you are done with the statements which are there in the for loop, you need to go for the updation section. Is it clear? What is the updation section? I plus plus, which is nothing but I is equal to I plus 1. So what is the I value currently? I value is 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So I value will be updated to 2. Then again you will come here. Okay, your updation section is done. Once your updation section is done, you need to go for the test expression, because when you are doing prediction, you will write the first time when you do the prediction, you will write 1. Now 1 is less than 100. So again you have to do the prediction. So you will repeat the statement. So similarly, after updating the I value, again you will do the test expression. What is the test expression? I should be less than or equal to 10. Now what is the current I value? 2. 2 is less than or equal to 10 or not? Yes, again the condition is satisfied. If this condition is satisfied, what you should do? You should execute the statements which are there in the for loop. So you need to display the I value, which is 2. Then I will be incremented. It will be updated to 3. Now again you will check 3 is less than or equal to 10. Again the condition is satisfied. Again you will execute the statements which are there in the for loop. So it will be 3. Now you will increment the I value. It will become 4. 4 is less than or equal to 10. So again the condition is satisfied. You will display the I value. Like that we will print 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, up to 9 values I have printed. After printing the I value as 9, by that time when I printed the 9, here the I will consist of value 9. After printing this one, where I should go? I should go for the increment section. So this increment section will increment the I value from 9 to 10, because it will increment by 1. So I value will become 10. Now look at the condition. 10 is less than or equal to 10 or not, because the test expression is I less than or equal to 10. 10 is equal to 10. So the condition is satisfied. So again you will print the I value. which is 10. After printing this one, again you will increment the I value. Now I value is becoming 11. Now you need to check the condition. I is less than or equal to 10 or not. Now the current I value is 11 is less than or equal to 10. No, 11 is greater than 10, whereas they are saying that 11 is less than or equal to 10. So the condition is not satisfied. If the condition is not satisfied, you will not execute the statements which are there in the for loop. You will come out from the for loop. After this for loop, there are no statements. So the program is completed, and this program will display the values from 1 to 10. So I hope you have understood what is a loop, how many different types of loops are there, what is the syntax for the for loop, and what is the flowchart, and how to write a program using the for loop. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.